going on, ladies and gentlemen? How y'all doing? Because I said I wasn't going to start mixing the projects together in videos. This is going to be a very short video, but I posted it on Facebook, Instagram, and all that already, and got a lot of comments on it, and a lot of guys asking, you know, how I done it, what method did I use, stuff like that. So, short little video on it. I meant to GoPro it and time lapse it, but I just felt horrible, and it took way longer than it should have. I've got 5 hours tied up in actual work time, but just because I felt so bad. Yeah. But some of y'all know, some of y'all don't. This is goes in the front bumper of 4th gen Trans Ams. 3rd and 4th gen. No, just 4th gen. Either way. And that's the one out of my car. As you know, since I done a lot of the weight reduction and stuff, my car had a problem with overheating going down the highway. Like if you're running a steady 70, 75 miles an hour, it run hot. Reason being, bad design by GM, kind of, sort of. If you have all the stuff underneath the car that it's supposed to have, you won't have that problem. I didn't have that problem for years, but now that I'm taking weight out of the front of the car, taking a bunch of plastics out, there's nothing to direct air up, because the way the radiator sits in the car leans back, and it's got a little air dam underneath that's the only thing that gives the radiator air, more or less. And then it's got, on the side of the air dams, it's got these plastic cover pieces to keep air from getting lost or getting misdirected. Either way, I don't have none of that no more, because I took it all out to save weight, because as y'all know, I'm trying to get the car lighter. So my solution to that plate goes on Trans Am. I'll show you right here on one of these old pictures. It goes right there. That's a really old picture of my car. It's that piece right there. Since I'm taking that out, you cut out behind where it sits on the bumper, and then this is what I've done. This is what I come up with. I've seen pictures of them, and I finally just bit the bullet and done it. I bought this one just in case I messed up, so I wouldn't mess up my good one. I will come in and wire mesh and do a little reinforcing right here some way, somehow. But the way I've done this, I used this little air Dremel from Harbor Freight. I think it's like 19 bucks. And then I bought this for like $3. It's to put a small cutoff wheel on it. This is the smallest I had, it's 3-inch. And what I done was, I have a little scale, because as y'all know, I'm a machinist by trade, wrong drawers. One of these, just a glorified ruler, more or less. I took that, basically I went around, just measured, you know, with a Sharpie, doing little divots. And then I took the cutoff wheel, like here I'd come in and I would actually cut about quarter to half inch away from my line, and then come back with the Dremel, and I use this, which is a horrible thing to use, because that's not made for that. Sure, there's some way better, but that one was the smallest one I had, and I didn't want to buy another one. And I just fine-tuned the edges. Now this one is already broke right there, but whatever. And I just fine-tuned the edges. It's not pretty, it's not the best, but hey, who's really going to be paying that close attention to it anyways? So I will paint it the same color as this right here, because it's got a lot of flake in it. It's dirty as everything right now, but yeah, I'll post a picture and show you what it actually does in sunlight. But yeah, that's all I done. So you'll need the Sharpie. Like I said, this little cutoff or Dremel, whatever in the piece you want to call this, right there. And then buy these stuff for the cutoff wheels. So like I said, super short video. Just be very careful with, if you go to do this on your own, just be very careful on your measuring and getting that little Dremel thing up close to the lines. Another thing is, when you're doing it, like when you come in here and you go to do it, just kind of push it down like that, and then when you come back and just make one smooth swipe all the way down with very light pressure to smooth up over your edges. That's the best advice I can give you. But like I said, that's all for this video. Short, kind of. Gonna get back to this. That'll be in the next video.